I live with uncertainty about a whole lot of things in life, but forgiveness is not one of them. And the certainty about my forgiveness, well, comes from a cemetery. After Jesus had died on the cross, Joseph of Arimathea, wealthy Jerusalemite, came and offered his tomb for the burial of Jesus because it was nearby. And because we know something about Jewish custom, we know what would have happened. Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus and the ladies lovingly took the body of Jesus from Roman custody and placed it in a tomb. Now, the tomb would have looked something like this. There's a big flat slab here called the preparation bench, and that's where they would have very carefully prepared Jesus' body for the next step in the burial process. They would have lovingly wrapped his body in strips of linen with aromatics tucked in between layers. And if they had had time, they would have tucked his body into one of these little openings around the perimeter, the niches which give the tomb its name, a kokim-style tomb. Well, they didn't have time to finish the preparation process, and so Jesus' body remained on this preparation bench. They sealed the door and left. Early on Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene and her colleagues slowly made their way through the dark Jerusalem streets to Jesus' tomb. And when they arrived, they found the place had been disturbed. The blocking stone that had closed the opening, that was thrown out of the way. And even more disturbing, when they looked inside, Jesus' body was missing. What had happened? I can appreciate their conundrum. In the Old Testament, we read this refrain, and so lived so many years and he died, and so lived so many years and he died, and he died, and he died, and he died. It rings like a tolling bell throughout history. Dead people stay dead and buried people stay in the tomb. But not this time. And so the Lord sent an angel to give the good news. Why are you looking for the living among the dead? He's not here. He's risen just as he said. And that good news impacts the certainty of my forgiveness. In Romans 4:25, Paul says this: He was handed over to death for our sins and was raised to life for our justification. Paul does not see the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus as two separate theological elements. He binds them together in a whole. The crucifixion is the place that the Father visited the punishment for my sin upon my substitute, Jesus. And the resurrection of Jesus illustrates the Father accepted the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross. There are many things in life that I'm not certain about, but the forgiveness of sins is not among them. And the certainty that I have about my forgiveness of sins, well, comes from a cemetery.